Hi and welcome to SM Tech Villa again. Today we are having our 8th class of AI course. And the topic for today is the properties of task environment. This is the second part of today's class in which we will discuss about properties of task environment in detail with examples. Let's start. So, the environment in which agent works can have many features that vary from agent to agent. You can see the features that are listed here. We will be discussing all of these one by one with an example. The first one is discrete versus continuous. There are various states in the task environment of an agent. If the agent is working in the environment in which there are limited or the finite number of distinct and clearly defined states, such environment is said to be discrete, otherwise it will be continuous. Let's take an example. Tic-tac-toe's environment is an example of discrete environment as there are finite number of states and we know maximum or minimum number of actions we need to take in order to achieve our goal. And our goal is of course to win. While taxi driving is an example of continuous environment in which we don't know exactly how many number of states we need to pass in order to reach the destination, which is our goal state. The next one is the fully observable versus partially observable environment. If all states of environment are completely observable by the agent, it is known as fully observable environment, otherwise it will be the partially observable environment. You can again take the example of tic-tac-toe or crossword puzzle in which overall environment is displayed in front of us and we can see that. So it's actually the fully observable environment. And to understand the partially observable environment, you can again take the example of the car driving, in which we can see the current states of the environment, like where we are, which cars are present in our current environment, but we don't know which will be the next states of the environment. So we are actually in the partially observable environment. The next one is the static versus dynamic. If the state of environment only changes when agent performs some action, then it is said to be the static environment. While if the states are keep changing even if the agent is not performing any sort of action, then the environment is said to be dynamic. For example, again in crossword puzzle, state will not change until you do some action. While in car driving, states of environment keeps changing even if you are not performing, like traffic signal suddenly appears or there are other drivers or cars due to which states keep changing. So its environment is actually dynamic. Moving on to the next, that is deterministic versus non-deterministic. The environment in which next state is predictable is known as the deterministic environment. Otherwise, it will be the non-deterministic environment. Let's take an example. Again, tic-tac-toe's environment is predictable as you can predict the next state based on your current action. While in car driving environment, you don't know what will happen next in environment as it not only depends on your actions. Now the next one is single agent versus multi-agent environment. The environment in which only single agent is performing is called single agent environment, while if more than one agents are involved in the environment, then it is said to be the multi-agent environment. Again, crossword puzzle is an example of single agent environment as only you are playing, while tic-tac-toe, chess, or car driving are performing in multi-agent environment as more than one agent is involved. The next property is episodic versus sequential. The environment is called episodic if agent's current action has no impact on next actions or the next decisions of the agent. In this environment, agent's experience is broken down into several atomic episodes. Each one is independent of the another. So in each episode, agent perceives something and performs some action which has no impact on next episodes. While in sequential environment, current action will affect all future actions. Let's take an example. In chess, tic-tac-toe, or crossword puzzle, your current action will definitely affect all future actions. So it is working in sequential environment. While in image analysis, you perform analysis on one image and extract some information or take some decision based on that, and then you are done. Now you pick another picture for analysis. Here, your previous decision that you took after analysis of the first image will not impact the information or your decision that you will have to take after the analysis of second image. So here you are performing in episodic environment. The last one is known versus unknown. It's actually not the feature of task environment. Rather, we can say that it's the feature of an agent. If the results of all actions are fully known by the agent, it is said to be working in the known environment. Otherwise, the environment is unknown to the agent. The best example of agents working in the unknown environment is self-driving car. We can't tell our self-driving car about all outcomes because there are countless roads and countless unseen situations it can encounter. So, with the passage of time, it automatically learns itself and take actions according to its experiences when some uncertain situation comes. While solitaire game is an example of known environment in which you know all the rules and all outcomes. So that's it for today. If I could help you in understanding these concepts, please help me with my channel by sharing this video with your friends. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel as it motivates me to make more videos. Thank you so much. Goodbye.